that one is accepted.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First play, first pass for Brady. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
Breaks through the contact. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
21. Ready.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Leonard.
And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set. Set.
They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
They'll set up the screen to Dallas.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Justin Herbert
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Well, now how about this return?
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Play action, now it's Brady.
Down the left sideline.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Antonio Gates, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
They snap it to Herbert. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And bulldozing his way through.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
This is caught at the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Dallas up the middle.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Khari Blasingame.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Brown, the motion man right.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards, the final tally. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Deebo Samuel.
A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake. Brady taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deebo Samuel, 72 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Herbert throwing again. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Dallas as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Brady. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's got this down to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. On the draw, it's Pollard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Let's go now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Brady. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel from 8 yards out. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Ready, run. 12. Set, run.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On play action, now Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They juked him. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before taking this deep into enemy territory down to the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them, but boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Set. Set.
Herbert going to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. Here now, 3rd down. Throwing, Herbert. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's